It all started with a single idea, a spark of creativity that ignited a revolution in the world of cinema. Could we bring a hero like Iron Man to the big screen? We believed we could. The challenge was immense, but the vision was clear. We had Robert Downey Jr., a phenomenal talent. His charisma and depth were exactly what Tony Stark needed. He wasn't just playing Tony Stark, he embodied Tony Stark. His transformation was nothing short of magical. The character needed to be charismatic, flawed, and brilliant. The year was 2008, and the stakes were high. We aimed to create something different, a film that would not only entertain but also inspire. We wanted to build a world, not just a movie. A universe where stories could intertwine and characters could evolve, a world that could grow, evolve, and surprise people for years to come. This was the beginning of something monumental. The first film was a labor of love. Every detail was meticulously crafted. We focused on the suit, the mechanics, the sheer cool factor of it. How would it look? How would it move? These questions drove our creativity. We wanted audiences to believe a man could build this in a cave. The realism was crucial. His journey from a selfish weapons dealer to a hero was the heart of the story. People connected with that. It was a tale of redemption and growth. The humor, the action, the heart, it all blended together. This mix was essential to the film's success. Then came the post-credits scene, a moment that would change everything. Nick Fury, played by Samuel L. Jackson, stepping out of the shadows. His presence hinted at a larger universe. He uttered those famous words, "I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative." Minds were blown. The excitement was palpable. The success of Iron Man gave us the confidence to move forward. It was a validation of our vision. The journey had just begun, and the path ahead was thrilling, full of possibilities for new characters and new adventures. The Marvel Cinematic Universe was born, and with it, a new era of storytelling. After Iron Man, we had to introduce more heroes. Each needed their own space to shine. We brought you, showing a different kind of power, a different struggle. Then came taking us to the cosmic realms of Asgard. Chris Hemsworth embodied the god of thunder perfectly. We also introduced his mischievous brother Loki, played by Tom Hiddleston. Loki quickly became a fan-favorite villain. These films were essential building blocks. They expanded the scope of our universe, showing its vastness and diversity. Next, we traveled back in time with Steve Rogers, a skinny kid from Brooklyn with an unbreakable spirit. Chris Evans brought such sincerity to the role. The film had that classic adventure feel. Each solo film was carefully crafted. The culmination of Phase 1 was in 2012. Seeing Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye fighting side by side was a dream come true for fans. The Avengers had assembled, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe was truly taking flight. Phase 2 was all about expansion. Explored Tony Stark's PTSD after the Battle of New York, delved deeper into Asgardian lore and cosmic dangers, was a game-changer. It revealed that S.H.I.E.L.D. had been infiltrated by Hydra. This had massive repercussions across the MCU. Then we took a giant leap with a talking raccoon, a walking tree. Some people were skeptical, but James Gunn had a unique vision. He brought so much heart and humor to these misfit characters. The soundtrack became iconic. Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, and Groot stole everyone's hearts. It opened up the cosmic side of Marvel in a huge way, brought the team back together. They faced a threat of their own making, Ultron, an AI gone rogue. The cracks within the Avengers began to show. We also introduced Ant-Man, a heist film with a hero who could shrink. The simmering tensions finally boiled over in. The Sokovia Accords forced heroes to choose sides. Iron Man versus Captain America. The Avengers were fractured, just as an even greater threat was beginning to emerge from the shadows, Thanos. The Infinity Saga was the grand culmination of everything we had built. For 10 years we had been teasing the Infinity Stones and the Mad Titan Thanos. Josh Brolin brought such gravitas to the role. He wasn't just a cackling villain, he was a complex character with a terrifying, understandable to him, motivation. We introduced Doctor Strange, opening up the mystical arts. Benedict Cumberbatch was perfect. We also saw become a cultural phenomenon. Wakanda was breathtaking. Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa was regal and powerful, was an unprecedented cinematic event. We brought together almost every hero from the MCU. The stakes had never been higher. Thanos was collecting the Infinity Stones, his goal to wipe out half of all life in the universe. The film was relentless, action-packed, and emotional. We saw heroes pushed to their limits. We saw sacrifices. And then, the unthinkable happened. Thanos snapped his fingers. He won. Half of our beloved heroes turned to dust. Audiences were stunned, heartbroken. That ending was a gut punch. It left the world in shock and anticipation for what would come next. After the universe-altering events of the MCU entered a new phase. A phase of reflection, grief, and rebuilding. The aftermath of the blip left the world in a state of disarray, with people trying to piece their lives back together. We explored the fallout of the blip in unique ways. From the bustling city streets to the quiet moments of personal reflection, the MCU showcased the resilience of humanity, showed a world still grappling with the return of billions. The sudden reappearance of so many people created chaos and confusion, but also hope and reunions. Peter Parker had to step up, dealing with Tony Stark's legacy. As a young hero, he faced immense pressure to live up to the expectations set by his mentor. He was no longer just the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, he was an Avenger. This new role brought with it new challenges and responsibilities. The weight of that responsibility was immense. Balancing his personal life with his duties as a superhero became a constant struggle. Disney Plus allowed us to explore characters and stories in more depth. The streaming platform opened up new avenues for storytelling, giving fans a closer look at their favorite heroes. Was our first foray into this new format. WandaVision blended classic sitcoms with the superhero genre, creating a unique viewing experience. It explored Wanda Maximoff's immense grief through the lens of classic sitcoms. Each episode peeled back another layer of her sorrow and longing. Elizabeth Olsen delivered an incredible performance. Her portrayal of Wanda's pain and resilience was both heart-wrenching and inspiring. The show peeled back layers of her trauma, leading to her transformation into the Scarlet Witch. This evolution was a pivotal moment for the character and the MCU. Tackled Sam Wilson's journey to accepting the shield and becoming the new Captain America. His path was fraught with doubt and societal challenges. It dealt with issues of legacy, race, and identity. Sam's struggle to embrace his new role highlighted the complexities of being a hero in today's world. Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan's chemistry was fantastic. Their dynamic brought both humor and depth to the series. We continued to introduce new heroes and expand the universe. Each new character brought fresh perspectives and stories to the MCU, brought martial arts and rich mythology to the forefront. Shang-Chi's story was a blend of action, culture, and family. Simu Liu was amazing as Shang-Chi. His performance was both charismatic and powerful, making him an instant fan favorite. The action sequences were breathtaking. Each fight scene was meticulously choreographed, showcasing the beauty and intensity of martial arts. Introduced a whole new team of ancient cosmic beings. The Eternals brought a sense of grandeur and history to the MCU. Chloe Zhao's direction brought a unique, visually stunning style. Her vision elevated the film, making it a standout in the franchise. These films showed our commitment to diversity and exploring different genres within the superhero framework. The MCU's evolution reflected the changing world around it. The world was healing, but the scars remained. The journey to recovery was long and arduous, but hope persisted. New threats were emerging, and it was clear that a new roster of Guardians would be needed to face them. The future of the MCU was bright, filled with endless possibilities and new adventures. The concept of the multiverse had been hinted at in various Marvel stories and theories for years, but it was the Loki series that truly blew the doors wide open, making the multiverse a central theme. The show didn't just hint at the multiverse, it made it a reality. The series introduced the Time Variance Authority, TVA, and He Who Remains, a character who controlled the flow of time. His death at the hands of Sylvie unleashed the multiverse, creating endless possibilities and chaos. Suddenly, an infinite number of timelines and alternate realities became a tangible threat, each with its own unique challenges and opportunities. Tom Hiddleston's Loki went on a profound journey of self-discovery, grappling with his identity and purpose. The show was mind-bending and visually inventive, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible in the MCU. It fundamentally changed the rules of the MCU. The implications were staggering. Anything was now possible, and the future was more unpredictable than ever. The animated anthology series What If explored some of these alternate realities in a creative and engaging way. What if Peggy Carter became Captain Carter? This question led to a thrilling reimagining of her character. What if T'Challa became Star-Lord? This scenario offered a fresh perspective on the beloved character. It was a fun way to play with established characters and events, giving fans a taste of the endless possibilities within the multiverse. Then, Spider-Man: No Way Home brought the multiverse crashing into Peter Parker's life in a spectacular fashion. Through Doctor Strange's botched spell, villains and heroes from other Spider-Man universes appeared, creating a chaotic and thrilling adventure. Seeing Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield return as their Spider-Men alongside Tom Holland was a monumental fan moment, uniting different eras of Spider-Man films. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness dived headfirst into the chaos of the multiverse. Directed by Sam Raimi, it had a distinct horror vibe, adding a new layer of intensity to the MCU. Wanda Maximoff, now fully embracing her Scarlet Witch persona, became a formidable antagonist, showcasing her immense power. The film showcased the sheer scale and peril of the multiverse, highlighting the dangers and wonders that lie within. The future of the MCU is a wide-open, infinite expanse filled with uncharted territories and endless possibilities. As we move forward, the multiverse promises to bring new adventures, challenges, and characters, forever changing the landscape of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.